Number 201 in the Masters of Cinema collection comes Hush Hush, Sweet Charlotte. And this is a movie that's intimidating. Looking at the cast and crew, it is a movie with a formidable talent behind it. We have Robert Aldrich as a director, we have Bette Davis, those reunited after whatever happened to baby Jane. We've got the addition of Olivia de Havilland, and we've got Joseph Cotten. That is highly impressive, and I threw on this movie knowing very little about it, but being super enthused about going into it. And I've got to say, at the start of it, I was a little bit wary. I like most kind of genres, but period dramas are something that I'm not particularly enthused by. And to see this one open up with the addition of a very, very young Bruce Dern, who has a wife but has fallen in love with this Charlotte character. Her father has kind of laying the law down. Nothing's going to happen. He's going to break her heart and go back to his wife and kind of move on with his life, and that's going to happen the next night when they're having a party. Of course, things do transpire like that. Bruce Dern's character breaks up with Charlotte. We get a couple of scenes of partygoers just revelling, and then there is a brutal murder as Bruce Dern's character is hacked to pieces, and the blame falls on Charlotte. And then we jump a number of years into the future. Her father's passed away, her life has faded away, she's an older woman who has missed out and has been almost persecuted as being a murderer, even though her father's influence, money and power managed to get her clear of that charge. But it's haunted her. It's something that's chased after this character. And so far into the movie, I feel like we're leading down a dramatic role that is something that may not offer much in the form of surprises along the way. And how wrong was I? With the introduction of Miriam, which is Olivia de Havilland's character, we have a relation who comes to help out Charlotte in the moment of her need. Her house has been torn down. It's making way for a bridge and a road, and she has to get out, and she's reluctant to let go of her family's heritage. And with everything going on, the stress that's building, we get to see Charlotte's character fracture and break as she has flashbacks to the murder, as she starts to see images and starts to become unhinged. This is a gothic horror movie. It started off as a drama piece, and that's where the magic lays in this one. It builds up these characters and lets you know exactly where they are at the beginning of the story, and then lets them evolve throughout it. But you get drawn into their little nuances, the history that is shared. The more they have conversations, the more it's revealed that the history, which originally seemed rosy and bright, suddenly becomes something that's a little bit more twisted and damaged, and something that has traumatized everybody in the family. And it's just a small cast of characters and an intriguing story that leans itself towards some wonderful horror set pieces throughout the movie. We get to follow Charlotte as our main character, and Miriam as well, who is, you know, someone we all also follow. And it's spending time with these characters and seeing them grow and evolve or break apart in front of our eyes, this most captivating element. With this gothic house, with the long shadows and the way things are framed, with the empty rooms, and to see these characters remembering and being haunted within the four walls where trauma has most definitely happened, is something that seeps into the skin and the characters. And it becomes a mystery as well. You know, we have an investigator over from England who's trying to research the story. As we spend just a little bit of time with him, he becomes a kind of an easy way of exposition, of building up the backstory without having to force it in an obtrusive way. This is very unobtrusive. We find this character fascinating as he tries to get to the heart of it. It's not for any purpose other than just personal intrigue. I think the performances are fantastic. Again, Bette Davis is wonderful as this character who is both extremely sensitive, who is temperamental, who is loving and vicious, who wants to have just a simple life, but it's not allowed to get that way. Some other characters are more complicated and lend more to the story as their stories are really evolved throughout the tale. I think it's wonderfully directed, and I really did like how it eases you into the horror in this one. It creeps up on you. It creates a sense of wonderful atmosphere, a great deal of tension and intrigue as the movie goes on. I was utterly fascinated by this tale. I couldn't wait to see how it was going to play out, and I found it to be truly wonderful. A movie that I am so excited to have seen, so excited to rave about, and I want you to check it out if you haven't seen it. I can't wait to see what you guys are going to say about this movie, because I know a lot of you have probably already seen it. I can't wait to read those comments. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time on Man v Film.